So we go to race number 6, the Golden Shaheen. It's the interesting race for me. I'm trying to find a nice way to put this, but the 3 or 4 I liked on paper before the draw have all been drawn in the car park. 10, 13, 11. The money's certainly down on mental. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't love it before its first run, but its first run was pretty impressive. You'd say, what did he beat? Kavanagh came out and hacked up the race afterwards. And then Krypton Factor, I mean, as Jason Ford put it politely, the only thing he saw fatter in the ring that year was himself.
I think he said you, didn't he?
No, he said himself.
Oh, did
he said himself,
okay,
yeah. Right. He could have said me and it would have applied as well. So, mind you, around this table, we all could have fitted into that one. So that throws in the American horse, which I'm sure Pat will tell us more about. Trinenberg, drawn 3. Does he go forward?
Can we just go back for a second? Do you remember who led the Alshindaga early? Remember who that was?
And
the mental ends up winning.
Kavanagh was sitting on the rail in second.
It was Price.
No.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
I'll find out for you while you're talking.
Yeah, there we go. So, mental. This is what we have to. It's Mahmoud Al-Zaruni's probably best chance on the day. In the 2012-2013 UAE racing season, horses trained by Mahmoud Al-Zaruni are 9 for 41 in their first up runs. In their second up runs, they're 1 for 20. Excuse me. In all runs after first up, they're 1 for 29. There's statistics, there's facts, and then there's conjecture. And I think you put them all together and you just say, we've got the favorite internationally trying to buck a 1 for 29 trend. And it's going to be tough. Gannisberg, you know what that was? That was a record 800-meter sectional in that race. That's what it was. So they went faster than they've ever gone, and mental comes. Look, the horse has a chance. He's going to have to buck a trainer trend that is a little disturbing.
There's another thing with him. He wore blinkers in Australia. He didn't wear them the first time around out here, and now they're on again.
Going back. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to worry about that a little bit.
That's a strange angle for me. I can't have him.
They do fancy him though in the yard. I mean, he's been backed quite heavily. I'll just get the price up now while we're talking, but I know he's certainly gone from the 3 to 1 he was earlier in the week. Has disappeared.
Runs through the Americans, and there should be no question that Trinenberg and Private Zone, they are drawn the way Private Zone folks are drawn the way they want to be drawn. They want to be outside Trinenberg. They want to stalk Trinenberg. There's no question that they're going to the front. Given the way that a lot of the races have been held up over here this year, I have to think that everyone else is going to say, let the Americans go out and burn themselves into the ground. And the American jocks are going to say, we're going to go to the front and we're just going to try and take hold as much as possible to extract, to expend as little energy as possible. And I do not think they're going to run themselves into the ground. I think they turn to the top of the stretch. Both Willie Martinez and Martin Pedrosa smooch away, and it could be good night and hello America back in
the way Ronaldo the Wizard finished last time. He would love a fast pace.
And the point I was making with him is he's an ex-American horse himself. So he always breaks well,
yeah,
and he's always going to make sure that he gets a decent position, as he has done when he's won the last twice.
Yeah. I mean, Mark, local horses, anything you fancy, or
no,
kind of written off?
I'm hoping there's a fast pace for Gordon Lord Byron. My pick is going to be him. William Buick, Tom Hogan. A horse that's been in great form. Won at Dundalk on the 8th of March, so great preparation. Showed to me that it was in real good form, and anything that's a little bit of pace, and I hopefully will surely to be in this race. It's for a lot of money. It's not going to mess about here on the speaker, and I understand what you're saying, Pat. I think it's a good point, but some of the closers, if they can get close enough at the right time, they might just get past them.
They timed that race with a sundial, by the way. The Gordon Lord Byron.
Yeah. I get put off by the American horses purely because of the Tapeta. I've not seen what I'd say any American horse come here and run a big race onto Peter, and that worries me.
Other than the one that won.
Well, yeah, I mean, not many have come and done really well here. Trinenberg, I'm interested in. I think from the 3-hole, it could be a good each-way bet. And I agree with you. I think it would be out on the lead. It would be a catch me if you can. And you hit that bend and you've got a length and you go, you could nick 2 lengths and then they have to come after you.
Yeah.
I thought what he did as a 3-year-old in the Breeders' Cup Sprint last year. He was one of, I think, only 3 or 4 3-year-olds to win Open and race Open Age Group 1s last year, and he was one of them. I think he'll go very close.
He ran 2nd or 3rd in a race in Philadelphia before he won the Breeders' Cup. And you know who was 3/4 of a length behind him? Private Zone.
I know you like Private Zone. You were out with the owners last night. And
Absolutely love this horse. I backed them each from the first flash. He is wildly overpriced on the European markets. He is 9-2 in the U.S. on the tote to Open. This is, look, he has second-itis, and if they win $400,000 to run second here, that's like winning 2 races in the U.S.
Or 450 in the UK.
It's a phenomenal story. It's the most emotional story of the Dubai World Cup this year. You will see more emotion out of that than when the last time an American won and Carl O'Callaghan danced the jig up and down the
What
parade
was
road.
that? Because you said that the American that won. What was the last American to win?
Kinsdale King.
Fred
Americans are...
Texas not count as one last year when he was.
That's purebred Arabian
Right,
racing.
okay.
Come on, we could have run
Yeah,
alongside and
no.
interviewed him.
and he was owned by a Qatari and had been stabled in Qatar.
Yeah.
So American trained runners shipped over specifically for Dubai are 1 for 26.
Yeah.
So it's not statistics you'd want to back.
No, it's you know, we're talking about mental being 1 for 29, you know, on a trainer statistic, second or anything after first up. So that's harsh as well, but that I think is a more legitimate statistic than as opposed to lumping an entire horse population under a single banner.
I think it'd be a good thing for America to have a winner here.
So, geez,
Yeah.
You've been campaigning for them to come over for ages, haven't you?
Well, look, Dale Roman said the other day that he's considering bringing 20 head out here next year for the carnival.
Right.
So
The only reason you don't see, in all fairness, to back your statistics a little bit, the only reason you don't see a lot of American horses come here for the carnival is the prize money's as good in America.
yeah, but the minimum purse here is 120,000, and you know, to take a winner's share out of that, you're going to need to probably win 2 to 3 races.
Yeah.
And the cost of maintaining a horse here is typically less than it is in America.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
So overall, I think it comes down to the fact that the Americans, this race runs through them any which way you look at it, barring a catastrophic break by both of them. And I like both of them to run 1-2, private zone over Trinidad.
we haven't mentioned
Frederick
Krypton
Engels
Factor either, have we?
third.
Krypton Factor 13 from 13, Kieran Fallon's not bothered by the draw.
And he hasn't been fit. Though,
As I say, he looked,
forget last year, didn't
he looked
did
very,
2 runs
very
before he
big.
started winning.
But, well, come on, we'll have to put our tips out, Mark.
Number 2, Gordon Lord Byron.
Pat,
If it was 7 furlongs over soft going, Gordon Lord Byron, but it's private zone.
private zone.
Trinidad for me.
Trinenberg. I like Trinenberg, but I'm going to go with mental because, well, suits me.
Yeah.
So I'll stick with mental, and I did get the price earlier in the week, so I'll happily take the
He
3
tell
to
us
1
about
on
this,
it.
did he? The price, you know, when he's there.
I gave you a bit of my 92.
That's true. More on that later.
See you in a mo.